right, good folks, what's going on? We calling it a day out here. Appreciate it, though, boy. It's a tournament going on out here a little near, so it's been a little busy today, but we managed to catch a few. A little windy, so I came on. I said, let me go live before I leave, and I'm gonna put the fish back. But we just out on the point here. There's a lot of boats. It's a tournament, I guess, like a Fish North Georgia tournament that's going on, and it was a $5,000 entry fee. No forward-facing sonar, no waypoints. So these guys have been running around all day, and a couple guys came back behind some points that I fished already, and I'd already cleaned them off there. Yeah, I'm marked safe on my Pop-Tarts. So I'm just gonna fish about another 5 minutes. So you guys watch it. Then we're gonna put the other fish back and we're gonna call it a day. Then we'll go live a little bit later on tonight again, probably around 9 o'clock. Give me 1 second. See can we put another one in the boat before we go. As soon as I go live, I'll stop catching fish. It's like going to the mechanic and tell the mechanic there's something wrong with your car, and then they won't do it for them. But it's pretty decent out here. It's overcast. It was a little windy earlier, a little warm, but just a typical spring day. Got somebody else running. I'm not sure what time their weigh-in is, but they was all over the place today. All over the place. I was trying to figure out why so many boats on Lanier today, but that's why. And we're gonna show you the baits that we use. Something simple. These bass are starting to move in. Water temperature about 61 on Lanier. So some of these bass are starting to move in. Hadn't caught any big bass today, but they was biting today. I was out with a guy called There He Goes. You gotta go follow him on TikTok. But he had to leave and go to work. And my wife said, "You're not gonna leave. You're gonna be out there all day." And I said, "Yeah, I guess I am." So, but tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the honeydew list will get done. So then after that, she won't have nothing else to say for the rest of the week. So I'll get the honeydew list done today. But I had some fun out here catching some fish out here today, and it feel like it's about to rain. Some rain's supposed to move in sometimes today or tomorrow, but not yet. So we're gonna hit this one little last point, then we're gonna put these fish back in, and then we're gonna call it a day. Hope everybody had a good Easter. We appreciate you guys following us, tapping the screen, showing us some love. Hope everybody had a good Easter, some good meals. I barbecued yesterday, and my in-laws came over. Everybody ate, and then they got a little itis, and everybody sat around for a little bit. Then they kind of went to sleep. You know how that go. And but other than that, we had a good Easter. We had a good Easter Sunday, and they all went down to UGA today to take my daughter down to visit UGA. So that might be one of the schools that she might look into going to. So that's what they went to today. But they're back home now. So like I said, I'm gonna fish this 2 docks, and then we're gonna roll it in. So you guys just stay tuned. Yeah. Yep. Sound like some thunder. Like a fish on. Oh. Missed him. Yeah, that sound like some thunder. We might gonna call this a go before it get too late. I don't have a far run to go, but don't want to get too wet if I don't have to get too wet. lot of pollen out on the water. We had some good breeze today that was blowing a lot of that pollen off, but it's all on the water out here. I know I saw a guy fishing over here earlier. He spent quite a bit of time, so he might have already picked a bunch of them off from over here. I'm not sure what those weights going to be with no forward-facing sonar. No forward-facing sonar and no waypoints. I don't wonder what type of weights those guys going to have today. It'll probably be, I would probably guess around 15 pounds, if that. Because you ain't got no forward-facing sonar, and these guys on Lanier, I don't think they're going to get no 20, 25 pounds today. I don't think they're going to get that, so I'm gonna text somebody here shortly and see if they're gonna be at that weigh-in to tell me what the weight's gonna be. There's another one running back, so I'm pretty sure they got different times they have to be back. But a $5,000 entry fee, that's too rich for my blood, brother. Too rich for my blood. All right, last little spot. And my wife said, how can you be out there all day? If you know, you know. If you know why you can be out here all day. And then ain't nothing like that little tug from a little green fish. So we're gonna fish this other little rock point, and then we're gonna show a few fish and then get up out of here. Just a short live today. A lot of sailboats out. I think it might be spring break for some others, for some schools around here. It might be spring break. My daughter's already had spring break, so those private schools already had theirs. So I'm not sure if the regular schools have had their spring break, because they try not to have them all at the same time, because all that means is trouble. It means trouble if you put all those schools out on spring break at the same time. Yep. I hear that. Thunder, and I feel a couple little drops coming. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and show these fish and get out of here. Yep, I see it coming. I'm gonna turn the camera around. This is one of my favorite rods right here. Is the St. Croix Tournament Legend. It's called a pinpoint. One of my favorites. So we're gonna spin y'all around. And we'll just do it this way. We would just do it this way. Yep. Here comes that rain. It is coming. And you gotta love this stuff here to be out here in the rain. Gotta love it. That's it here. Oh. Well, that didn't happen. We ain't gonna have time, but there's quite a few. Let's see, can we swap that around? There's quite a few in there, but they were biting today, and we're gonna get those put back in there. We got a couple over there. All right, hold tight. So can I get a good picture? Stupid thing won't hold the phone. All right, I think there we go. So that's one of those good little spots on Lake Lanier. Right there. That one. Get them on back in. Both a bunch of little buck bass. Good pretty spots. Couple little guys. Stop all that. I'm trying to go back in. Yeah. Those thunderstorms coming out of Texas supposed to be headed this way. So that's what's supposed to be coming here towards Atlanta. I'll show what I'm catching them on here in just a second. Jerk bait this morning. Jerk bait behind the docks. There he goes, told me he was catching them on a jerk bait behind some docks. So I started, when he left, I started using the jerk bait, a Vision 110, and started catching some. April is always good. And all these guys gonna go right on back on those rocks over there and do their thing. Do I ever eat bass? Nope. I've never eaten a bass. Nope, I don't keep any unless somebody wants some. So unless somebody wants some, I don't keep any. And people say spotted bass are good. They say spotted bass are pretty good. They feisty too. I mean, you know, I got a good live well that's nice and clean, but they are feisty. So whoever come back over here tomorrow doing that tournament might find themselves some good fish over here, because they're not gonna go far. We got one more in there. And that's the last one. Big belly on him. He caught me today. He caught me. Well, I'm glad he's gonna let me go. All right. So, guess that little rain blew over already. Like I said before, the Nico Fat is one of my favorite baits. They're hard to find. Nico Fat dipped the tail in chartreuse JJs. Did some damage. Caught a couple under the docks on a wacky rig, Cinco, and like I said, a jerk bait and a Yamamoto twin tail grub also did the damage. So, and just dragging those on a little Texas rig, shake your head. You could have Carolina rigged them today, as long as you found some hard bottom and some rocks, like right here on this point I was on. But like I said, it was 1,000 people on these spots today. So because of that little tournament they were having, and I'm gonna show y'all the Vision 110 that I caught them on. Without getting myself hooked, because those little hooks, boy, they are something else. But and they will stick you. Come on, get off that line. So the one that I caught them on today behind the docks was that Vision 110 right there. That is the one. So I think I caught about 3 on the jerkbait, 2 on the wacky, and everything else was shaky head. So hey, we appreciate you guys hanging with us. What made me throw what? The jerkbait? Yes, it's a suspended jerkbait. And they were over in probably about 15 foot of water. Just get it down a little bit and pop it a couple times, and then we was on some deep docks, and then all of a sudden you just come back and they were there. Well, we're out on Lake Lanier. Swap it around. Just a little point that we're on. No secondary point. Going back to a creek. Then there's a marina. There's a marina over there. That water temp is 61 right now. 61. I was at Sinclair a couple of weeks ago, but I need to come to Sinclair and do some crappie fishing. Who taking a brother? Who taking me out crappie fishing? Because the crappie should be going on bed here pretty soon as well. So it's everything, as I tell Mia, everything spawning. People spawning, bass spawning, crappie spawning, geese out here doing their thing. Everything feeling wild and loose. So it is a spawn time for everything. Springtime. So, and there's a look at the you can see that hard bottom on that 360, to where you can see that water temp at 13 foot of water, 61.7 hard bottom, and there's plenty of them down there. So we're gonna book it on up the road and go see the wife, get the honeydew list done. So when she wake up in the morning, she'll be like, "Oh man, you got the honeydew list done? Let me go on and add something else to it." You know, fellas, if you don't understand, the honeydew list is forever going. It's always evolving. It's always continuing. It don't stop. It just continues. There's always something to do. But I gotta get a lot of stuff done around the house this week. Supposed to be some fair weather, so we're gonna get some stuff done, and then we'll be fishing the majority of the time the rest of the month. So that's why I'm gonna get all this stuff done, because I know I'm gonna be busy. So we're gonna do some peace and love, and we'll see you on the backhand side. Hey, thank y'all guys for watching. Yeah, it's Lake Lanier. Lake Sydney Lanier. So, thank you, sir. So we're gonna get on up the road. I'm gonna see, can I get this run in? Let me flip the camera around so can I get this run in, and you guys so that's at Loran's C-map for shading. I'm not a big proponent of the Loran stuff. I found out this weekend that you can't do any off water level set on C-maps. I mean, that just really sucks that you gotta do some extra stuff to offset the water level if the lake's down and you want to change it. You gotta do some extra stuff. With Humminbird Lake Master Chip, all you gotta do is go to water level offset, mark it down, and it does everything on the map for you. Draws it down, everything. But not with this one right here. sing for us. I gotta get a different. I gotta get a different. A different Bluetooth setup for that one. Let's go for the ride. I'm trying to. Let me see, can I get it situated here that we can get y'all in there for the ride. Uh-oh. I can't see nothing. There we go. There we go.